guys, welcome back to my channel Ink It. I'm your host Abe, and today is the last episode of our series, Justice League. I'm about to cry, but before I cry, I'll bring you my buddy, Cyborg. Well guys, let's leave the crime for another day and let's start sketching Cyborg. What an amazing character. Okay, let's start by doing the lines really light of the face. Now we know where the face is gonna go, so if the face goes here, the eyes go right in the center. Now let's do the nose right here. Perfect. Unfortunately, this is the last character for the series, the Justice League. What a great movie, by the way. If you guys didn't see it, definitely recommend it. Let's do a couple of lines over here. Now for this case, Cyborg is a character, even though I see him in a lot of different comic books, cartoons, especially Teen Titans, which was my favorite cartoon when I was a little kid. This is a character I wasn't really familiar with, so I had to do a lot of research in order for me to just get the right visual of Cyborg. Now let's do the eyes right here. Okay, perfect. Now you already know, for the whole purpose of YouTube, my videos are anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. I try to keep it within that range of time because I just want to show you the main basics, and I don't want to make my videos way too long or boring for that matter. You know, I don't want you guys to fall asleep, you know, with a pencil in your hand. I want you to draw with me, get the perspective, get the idea of how to do a sketch like this. And that's the reason also that I do only faces, but then again, I might do bodies later on, depends on you. Okay, let's do the part right here, which is the middle part. Nice. Now, even though this series is over, I am going to start a new one. Well, actually, it's not a new one. I'm going to bring you a character you guys really love, because the reception that movie is getting, it makes me think that's going to be definitely a hit. I'm just going to tell you a little hint right here. It's a panther. I'm just gonna leave it like that. For next week, stay tuned and you're gonna see who we are going to bring into the screen in one of our sketches. Now let's do a little more of black right here, a little more shadow. Yes, definitely, I like that. Now a couple of you guys have been asking me why don't I do blogs. Even my son Kid Nerf, which is another YouTuber, told me the same thing. So guess what? I'm gonna start blogging. Maybe I'm not gonna do a blog every single day, but at least, you know, 2 blogs a week, besides the usual sketch video that I do on Mondays, just to show you, you know, the things that we do. One of the things that we love doing is going to conventions, and why not share that with you guys? I mean, we do meet a lot of interesting people, and you know, being in these conventions is definitely a great experience. Definitely recommend it for everybody. If you haven't been in one, trust me, you should go. Once you go, you will want to go every single year. Definitely, it's a fun place to be. Now let's do the bottom part right here, this metal. Now this artwork that I'm doing today for you guys is based on the Teen Titans cartoon. That's the outfit that he has, because if you go online and you start googling Cyborg, wow, there's so many different perspectives and views of Cyborg. So I prefer this one. I like this one. It's more clean, and definitely I think this is the Cyborg they all learn to love in the cartoons, okay, in the comic books too. So let's do a little more shadow right here. Now when you're doing metal, it can be a little bit challenging, so just do whatever you think is right. I mean, give a little bit of you in your art pieces. Try something different, try something new. That's how you learn, and that's how you bring, you know, your style into it. That's how you get your style. Okay, let's do a little bit of dark right here, which is the top part of the metal. Then okay, we're gonna put a little bit of shiny right here. Now don't forget guys, if you're inking, you go from left to right. In my case, because I do most of the details in inked and I just do the basic on pencil, is the reason that I go back and forth. Then again, you know, I do have a white cotton glove that helps you prevent the ink going over pieces, parts that you don't want to, because it can get really messy at times. One thing you got to keep in mind is, for the most part, get used to inking from left to right. When you are inker, you get the pieces of art, of artwork, the illustrations, you get them in pencil. They're pretty much with a lot of detail. So the only thing you got to do is just go over them and start inking those details that the illustrator gave you. In this case, I'm trying to do everything at the same time, and also because my channel is called Ink It, I try to ink everything on the screen for you guys. Okay, I just do the pencil just to get the idea where the basics are going to go, which is the head, the mouth, the eyes, and then I'll take it from there. Okay, there we go. Put a little more dark right here on the side, and now we're gonna do the head. Okay, now when you're doing the hair of Cyborg, he's an African American, so we're gonna do it a little different than we usually do. We usually do the hairs, making one line after the other one, straight lines or curvy lines. In this case, you're gonna do little circles. That's what I do to make the hair of Cyborg. So we're gonna do little circles. As you guys already watched, I went back to the bottom part and I started putting these little lines in there, because I start when I'm doing these pieces for you, when I'm doing these pieces on YouTube, I have them in my head. So when I start doing them on paper, I start adding things to it, and that's why I go back and forth. Okay, there you go. A little more circles here, circles. Okay, we almost done. Well, when you're doing artwork, take your time. I mean, when you're doing these sketches, I mean, it's not about rushing, it's about doing it right. So some of these sketches take more time than others. In this case, Cyborg took me about maybe a half an hour, 35 minutes from the 40 minutes that you guys are watching right now. And the reason why is because you have to take your time. I mean, you want to do it right. You got to prevent doing mistakes, especially if you're inking. Don't forget, you're doing a mistake in pencil. It's a lot easier just to erase and do it over again. When you're doing an inking, you can't erase this, so you got to do the best you can to try to avoid making mistakes. And for that purpose, and because of that, you want to take your time. You want to do it nice and slow, and have fun, man. It's all about having fun. I mean, if you're gonna do art, you got to have fun. If you're not having fun doing art, then you're doing something wrong, my friend. Seriously, I love doing this. I mean, this is really fun. It's relaxing, and it's my passion. I mean, it has to be your passion. Go after things that you love. If you love music, if you love singing, if you love dancing, go ahead, man, do it. I mean, that's how you learn. That's how you become better, by practicing. That's all it is. Art in general, it's about practice. The more you practice, the more confident you're gonna be, and the better you're gonna get. Okay, let's do this right here. So let me know, guys, put it in the comments below, what do you think of me doing vlogging? We also have a lot of interesting things coming up this year. I'm not gonna say anything, I'm not gonna mention names, but hopefully we are going to be collaborating with some amazing YouTubers. I'm a baby in this. I mean, I've been doing this for about maybe 4 months, and also I do not have the crazy amount of subscribers of these YouTubers we're going to collaborate with have. However, for me, it's not about having 1 million subscribers or 1 subscriber. I mean, either it is 1 or 1 million. It's the same thing for me, as far as giving the attention and the love to that person who took the time to watch me doing what I like to do, because that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? I'm doing something that I love to do, and if you want to watch me and you want to share this with me, thank you for watching, man. I love you. I appreciate that. I appreciate your support. Okay, so I put a little bit of a shadow here in the teeth. You see, even though he's a good character, even though he's a good guy, we want to make him mean, like he's ready to fight, he's ready to get it on. He's like, come on, man. So the eyes and the lips, you see, the mouth and the eyes make that a visual on anybody's head. Like he's really, like, come on. Okay, now because we're doing metal, it gets a little, challenging at times, because you try to make it look, like it's shiny, like it's silver metal here for his face. So you gotta be careful when you throw lines like in here. Here you go, make it nice and a little wavy, and a couple of shadows, a couple of lines. Okay, there you go, perfect. little more lines right here. Nice. Everybody has been influenced by somebody, so don't be afraid if your pieces look too much like somebody, you know, who's famous out there. That's the way it is. That's the that's, you know, it's impossible to, you know, to not being influenced by somebody out there. I mean, there's so many great artists that we all watch as we grew up and bought their comic books and appreciate their art. So that's fine. I mean, okay, let's do a little more dark right here. Let's make that eye look nice and strong. Okay, nice, perfect. A little bit of shadow here. Okay, a little line. Now, for the purpose of today doing the sketch, we are using an H2 pencil, a black, you know, regular pen, and we are going to use at the end a red pen, and I'll show you how and why. Okay, let's do a little more dark right here. I like to use a lot of shadow, a lot of black. I think it's the best way to bring the best parts of the characters out, you know, to make that emphasis on certain parts of the face. In my case, well, we're doing metal, so let's bring that metal out. I mean, we want people, when they look at the sketch, be like, oh wow, you know, concentrate on the metal parts, make it look like metal. So we're gonna throw a couple of lines here, and the parts that I'm putting excess to, those are the parts that we're gonna come back later on and we're gonna ink them. That's something I do off camera because that takes, you know, some time. And come on guys, who doesn't know how to ink? You just got to go over the you know, you see, like the same thing I did right there, go over and over and over the same parts. Now these parts I'm going to ink them on camera because they're really simple, they're really nice, and I also need them because I want to have a perspective of what else I'm going to put here in the body of Cyborg. As you already know, I'm really big into utilizing the whole paper. Use the whole paper, my friend. You know, the whole paper is your canvas, the whole paper is your picture. So let's make everything go together. And when you're doing a background, make sure you don't do a background that is too detailed, unless the sketch that is in the center, the main sketch, requires that. As you already seen, I used a lot of black in the background. I inked everything off camera, and it looks much better now. Now you have a better idea of what we're doing and where we're going. Perfect. Look at that. Okay, nice. Now back there, that's PG. He's saying hello to you guys. Good morning, because right here it's early in the morning and we're trying to get this done early. Perfect. Now we're going to use the red pen. We're going to do the eye. Look at that. Oh, nice. Remember guys, I always tell you, if I can do it, you can do it too. Believe in yourself. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, let me know what character you want me to draw next. Please, I would love to to hear your comments, and let's see what we have next week. Bye. Hey guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you liked it. To see more videos of me drawing your favorite characters, click on the left. If you want to see my gaming channel, click on the right. Don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know what character you want me to draw next. For that, you need to leave it in the comments below. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.